Good morning and welcome to HR from my shed again. So today we're going to talk about employees who may need to self-isolate due to either them having COVID symptoms or what if somebody in their household has COVID symptoms. So the rules and advice, as we all know, it seems to change, doesn't it, quite regularly, and there are quite a lot of documents now on the Welsh Government website, which is fantastic, but it does take quite a lot of reading and quite a lot of interpretation. So it's always good for employers to understand what needs to be done, and if you can let your employees know in advance, that's great. With my clients, the viewpoint that we are looking at now and our strategy is let's have a look at the what ifs. What if this happens, so that therefore our employees and the business are fully prepared for the what ifs, or shall we say as much as prepared as we can be during the current climate. So if we have an employee whose child has been sent home from school, not because they've got symptoms, but because somebody in the school has, and that could be somebody, whether that's in the classroom or in the year, whatever the school has decided, so they send that child home. What does your employee do? Well, they don't need to self-isolate. It's the child that needs to self-isolate. So in effect, that employee could continue to work as normal. However, it's never straightforward, is it? Depending on the age of that child, of course, and up to the employee, they may not want to leave their child alone. So you're going to have a look at the childcare issues there. So it's to support your employee on that. If they can come into work, fine. If the childcare arrangements are in place, fantastic. But if not, then working from home, if possible, is a good option here. If that's not an option, and we know it's not for a lot of businesses and for a lot of roles, they can use holidays. If eligible, they can still use the flexible furlough scheme up until the 31st of October. If none of those options are available, then it would be unpaid leave. And just remember that we try to do the unpaid leave as the last case, if we can. Once the school says that they're okay to return to back to the school, obviously everything's fine. What we've done with our monthly clients is we have a flow chart. It's quite a simple flow chart, and it says, what do I do if this happens? What do I do if that happens? And that's not just good for the employees, it's also good for managers as well. So if you'd like to have a flow chart, please let me know and I'll be able to provide a quote for you. If there's a subject that you'd like me to help out with on HR from my shed, give me a shout. Other than that, keep safe, keep up to date, and please keep sharing the posts. And goodbye from HR from my shed.